Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, once again, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for video number 2! Video number 2 on your late Sunday afternoon, July the 20th, 2025. Thank you all for watching video number 2, this time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Now, alright, thank you for watching everybody. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there, you know what it is, in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment on the video if you like, but if you leave super comments, you'll get sent to that channel around. Satan will eat your soul! If you don't follow the rules. And we got that. So, don't do stupid stuff because you're gonna get blocked. You don't like that. Cry me a river, bitch. Let me move on. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you do, Rose is gonna come to your house and kick your ass. Pretty much. And that's that. And for our first time viewers, if you're here for the very first time, or you unsubscribed and then came back after a while, welcome back. But for our first time viewers, you're here for the first time, you don't know who the fuck I am, well, I'm Peter Joseph, you knew that. I'm a content creator to talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And like I said before, if you like the video, hit that like button, stick that thumb up to wahoo. And if you want more, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything, and please hit that subscribe button on this very channel and my other channels. Show your love and support. Lots of content from the past, the present, and the future coming in. So, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and all that shit. And when you do subscribe to my channels, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab that cold one, and enjoy the show. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, hopefully try not to make this too long, because I do have to run out right now, because I am going to a party with some friends, watching TNA Impact Wrestling Slammiversary. Check out my Slammiversary predictions on TGC 78, The Shadows Lair. Let's say TGC, sorry, The Shadows Lair 2.0, episode number 78. Over on my Shadows Lair 2.0 channel. Link to the video will be down below in the gobbledygook. So by the time you see this, probably Slammiversary will be starting, but we'll see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this hot, steamy, late Saturday afternoon, July the 20th, 2025, we got Slammiversary coming up in about an hour and change. Should be a great show from the National Mausoleum in Elmont, Long Island, or Strong Island, New York. Should be a great show tonight. 7 official matches on the show. Probably go to about 10:30, maybe 11, maybe more than that. We don't know. Maybe some surprises, some returning stars. We know AJ Styles is coming back. That's the price of the show right there. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so on video number 2, on your late Sunday afternoon, it is time for your really late, so far out of motherfucking date, Monday Night Raw and Friday Night Smackdown. Thoughts, you understand? Thoughts. Alright, some quick thoughts about Raw and Smackdown this week. I apologize for not doing them on time. I've been really busy over the last couple weeks. Gonna be busy this coming week with a lot of appointments. Gonna get my teeth fixed again, because I'm getting the partials put in, because I have the temps here. You see, so I'm getting the actual partials put in, because these are temps. I'm getting partials put in, or permanent teeth put in. That's gonna be really busy on Thursday. And then I don't know if I have to go back to my liquid diet for pretty much a week. About a few days to about a week. And then, back to, I can eat anything now. anything for a while, and I have a much brighter smile. I got a better smile than I have now. But, you know, I neglected my teeth for a while, and then, you know, things happened. I broke a tooth, my front tooth. And no, Rosa didn't beat me up or anything like that. I beat up that pussy. That's a little, you know, it's not sorry for another time. But yeah, I decided to finally get it fixed, and you know, I got the front tooth taken out. That's why I had the gap for like about a week or so, about a week or two, and then 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, really, 2.5 weeks ago, I got the smile put back in the bridge, at a bridge here. Now the temps are in, and now I get the permanents put in on Thursday afternoon. So by Thursday night or Friday, I'm gonna have a better looking smile. I'm gonna feel good about myself, because when you look good, you feel good. That is a commercial. So I'm gonna look good, feel good, as we go into the final official weekend of July, because the 31st is on a Friday, so it leads into the unofficial first weekend of August, starting the dog days of August, and that's SummerSlam weekend. So, I want to look good for that, and look good for the end of the summer, and I want to look good for the ladies, you know? I want to look good for the missus, too. You know, when I look good, I'm going to look good on Thursday night. Oy. Rosa might go to town on my dirt. In my mouth, too. I got to be careful. She might freaking, you know, kiss me all up and down, and forget it. I'm like, why move? But, in any case, can't wait for that. So it's gonna be a busy week. I got my doctor appointments coming up. So I got one tomorrow. Got physical therapy on Tuesday and Friday. So I'm basically out all week. So you think I stay home all the time? No. I have doctor appointments to go to. I gotta get an MRI on my knee and an X-ray on my knee the same day. That's on Wednesday afternoon. So it's gonna be not gonna be a total pain in the ass, but gotta get there a little bit early. I'm gonna check in, and then probably around well, my thing starts at 3:30. I gotta be there by 3. So maybe I might get taken in early. Do the X-ray, which should take 5 minutes, at least 5-10 minutes. Be done with that, and then I gotta go upstairs to the MRI. The MRI is gonna take, I would say about about a half hour. So I should be out of there by 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then by the time I get home, it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's on Wednesday, so then if I have any videos to do that I need to do, I'm going to do them right away, getting into Dynamite, and then I won't know the results for my MRI until pretty much the end of the month, or early August, so, but when I did one on my neck and my back, I got chronic arthritis, I got bulging discs in my neck and my back, but I can still work, still kick ass. So, but you know, I'm just getting older. I ain't getting any younger. Okay, I don't know how that song goes. I feel like singing Rod Stewart, Forever Young. I wish I was forever young. Not that other song. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. That's a stupid song. We go old school here. We don't dilly dally with that garbage song. We go to Hall of Famers, my friend. And Rod Stewart is in the Hall of Famer. Twice, by the way. With Faces and with, by himself. So, can't wait for that. So, lots of stuff coming up. And we more. Alright, now. Let's get into Monday Night Raw thoughts and SmackDown thoughts. So we'll start off with Monday Night Raw, going off Evolution, and Yeah, coming off Evolution 2 and the Great American Bash and Saturday Night's Main Event. Alright, so we are emanating from the BJCC place. I don't know, what's an arena? A center? An arena? I don't even know what BJCC stands for. I think it stands for Blowjob Country Club. Who knows? And it's in the southern state of Birmingham, Alabama. Which is not that far away from Greensboro, Alabama. Lieutenant Dan. You know, today is actually National Ice Cream Day. Wish I had some money to go get some ice cream. Sure. Get some Carvel ice cream, get some flying saucers, some pistachio. Religiously get that. With sprinkles. Sprinkles, Kakala! Sprinkles! But yeah, happy National Ice Cream Day. To you and to Lieutenant Dan. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I got some ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. Would you like to? Would you like? I'll eat your ice cream out your urinal bowl, Lieutenant Dan. Ugh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Are you stupid? Stupid is, stupid does, sir. Alright, so from the BJCC in Birmingham, Alabama, and we have Michael Cole and Corey Slaves back on the call. Alright, we found out Walter's new next opponent for SummerSlam, and they're going to have a fatal four-way match with CM Punk, Braun Breaker, Pentagon, and I forget who else. Let me move on with that. Alright, so we start the show off with a recap, and then Naomi comes out, the new Raw Women's Champion, as she cashed in on Io during her match with Mommy Rhea Ripley. She pinned Io, you bastard. She comes out and kind of praises her. I say, I did it, look what I did, ha! And it says she's the champ. She's left Bianca Belair and Jade in the dust, even though Jade kicked her ass in that No Holds Barred match at Evolution. She said, this was my plan months ago. You know, and look at me now. And anyone who wants a title shot can proceed with caution. And then Mommy Rhea Ripley comes out. My brutality. She comes out not too happy with Naomi because Mommy looked like she had the title won. And she says, I don't proceed with caution. She says, Naomi, you interfered in my match, so now you're on my shit list. And then after that, we get my third amazingly hot Asian wife, who looks so good in those booty shorts. I mean, did you see her ass? It's Io! Io Sky. I love her. And I like Kyrie and Asuka and Mina, I love you, Mina. My four amazingly hot Asian wives. But number 3 came out, Io, and it says, Mommy, Io, Rhea-san, you wait your turn. You wait in back of the sushi line. No, she said. So Naomi's like, I told you I cash in and become champion, and that's what I did. And then Adam Pearce comes out and says, no, we're not doing this. We're not going to have any violence. Pussy. You're a pussy, Adam Pearce. We want violence. We want violence here. So he congratulates Naomi on the win. And then, as expected, he makes a triple threat match for the women's title. And that makes sense. So, does Naomi win and retain? Or does it go back to Mommy Rhea Ripley? Or does Io get it back for the third time? So I'll have to see what happens with that. And probably be on night 1. Because CM Punk... Oh, sorry, I spoiled it. Walter's match is on night 1. Yeah, it's on night 1 in the main event. And night 2 is Cena versus Cody for the unified title. So, I would think putting that, Naomi, Mommy, Rhea Ripley, and Io, night 1 will fit. Either night 1 or night 2, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a great match. Alright, that was a very good segment. And we move on. Alright, then we see the Judgment Day of the new Raw World Champions, Finn Balor and JD McDonagh. He's there with Dominic Guerrero, that's it! You know, we were talking about Dom yesterday to some people. Some people are like, no, he's Mysterio. I'm like, no, he's a Guerrero. Ese pero. So, Dominic Guerrero is shining his belt up. That's, it's Eddie's son. Eddie, that's your son, right? That's my son! The fruits of my loins, ese. He has a Latino heat like me. He's sincere like me. He has a hot mamacita. Yeah, his wife's pretty, she's not bad looking. And, Dom knows those chicken tenders. Yeah, he finally sent me some. Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Go over there and thank him. Well, I'm gonna go do that. After I have some salsa. You gonna have some salsa? Oh, we get chips? I meant sangria. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit wired today. Okay, Eddie. Right, you go have fun, Eddie. Alright, so Dominic Guerrero is saying his chicken tenders are there. Polishing the belt. Then we have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxy, the women's tag team champions. Surprisingly, they retained over Asuka and Kairi, and over Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, and Del Ruca, that's Delta and Sol Ruca, so retained the titles. They're shining their belts at Dom, a little bit worried about stalker AJ Styles, been stalking him for the last couple weeks, and then when he finds Dom, Dom's like, I'm not medically cleared! So, Finn Balor's not worried about that, but thinks that Raquel and Roxy could use a little bit of oomph, a little bit of help against Asuka and Kairi, who in a non-title match coming up in a minute. So Finn thinks that Dom should accompany them to the ring, so everything seems kosher. Okay. Alright, so we got that. So then we get to that match. So we got Roxy and Raquel taking on Asuka and Kairi, my first and second amazingly hot Asian wives. Not for the title, obviously. Possible title, future title shot if Asuka and Kairi win. But anyway, getting to the end, Dom caused a distraction, which really didn't do anything, and Asuka sends Raquel into the ring post. Ow! On the outside, they get back in. Roxy gets hit with a German suplex, and then the Kabuki Warriors are about to win the match with the assisted insane elbow. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. So the insane elbow, they go for it, but Dom once again also a distraction, and then Roxy, I love you, but she steals a pin with a fruit roll-up on Asuka, and they win the match. And then we find out that at SummerSlam, probably night 1 or night 2, Roxy and Raquel will defend the belts against the new #1 contenders, that's Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And I think we're gonna I was thinking they're gonna win at Evolution. Obviously not. I think they're gonna win at SummerSlam now. But then again, I'm hearing rumors that Lexi is gonna turn on Charlotte. There's gonna be so many turns at SummerSlam because there's a rumor going around on Ringside News, of course, that there's gonna be a double turn in the Cena-Cody match. So Cena could go back to being, hi kids, find Uncle Shovel. You can't see me. And then Cody will finally turn heel. Not that we give two shits. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the Oracle, the Wise Man, the Walrus, and I represent Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, but Seth's not there because he got hurt with his knee, and then people are like, oh, this is a work. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker talk about Seth Rollins' health, and he still has until next June to cash in Money in the Bank, but there have been talks that he might cash in at SummerSlam after Walter and Walter's match with, spoiler, let's CM Punk. So, Punk could win the belt and then lose it right away. That would be funny, but we'll see. Blah, blah, blah. And, he's gonna cash in Money in the Bank, but for now, Braun is running the gauntlet to go to SummerSlam and become the World Heavyweight Champ. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we see The Miz at a celebrity golf tournament over the weekend where his partner kicked him in the face. I wonder who his partner was. Not that I give two shits. His partner was the Skeleton! No. It was Maurice. I don't know how Maurice's golf game is. I wonder how her long game is. Well, Miz would know that. Miz is a lucky guy popping out 2 kids, with Maurice. She started speaking French to him, he fell in love, and then, next thing you know, they're going out, banging, and next thing you know, they have 2 kids. See? Poppy Priest is going out with Lola Vice, you know he is, and you know he's banging her. You know it! You bastard. Poppy Priest should have been me, but another story for another time. I don't understand it. I don't understand Poppy sometimes. I mean, he's he's Poppy. Poppy was allegedly romantically linked to Kaden Carter, because we've seen all her Instagram stuff with them together. And now we're seeing Poppy Priest with Lola Vice at the Yankee game. Lola's putting up her Instagram stuff, in New York. And then Poppy's with Lola Vice on her birthday at the Bad Bunny concerts in Puerto Rico, which Issa was at. So, And then Poppy's like, no comment. Shh, no comment. Right. No comment, my ass, Poppy. You just love that Puerto Rican pussy, you know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't hide it. If I was going on with Lola Vice, I wouldn't hide that shit. I'm like, you're just jealous. Shit. Having that hot fucking ass gyrating on your dick every fucking day. I mean, come on. Moving on. Alright, Light Up Valkyria, the lassie bitch from Ireland, wants to beat Bayley. Give me a hug. But Bayley comes in from into the promo and says, I need to win. So basically Bayley says, what's best for you is to stay out of my way. So we go to a 2 out of 3 falls match. You'll love to see those. It was pretty good too. Bayley with a quick roll up for the first fall in about a minute and a half. And then we didn't get the next pin until like 8 minutes later. As Bayley goes up La Magistral, but then Lyra stacks her up to tie it up at 1, so the next fall wins. They go back and forth. We got Bailey. The belly gets blocked. Lyra goes up top, only to dive into the Bailey the belly. That was nice for a near fall. Lyra then catches Bailey up top with something like a super snap mare. Ow. Followed by a gut wrench powerbomb for a near fall. Then they go to the apron. Bailey has a fisherman suplex. Ow. They go back in. They trade inside cradles for fruit roll-ups for near falls. They go back to the outside. A sunset flip bomb sends Lyra into the ring steps. Ow. Then Bailey hits the Macho Man elbow. Yeah, did it. For a very near fall, she locks in the crossface, but then Lyra powers up, uses her Super Saiyan Strike, and reverses into Nightwing. Once again, Lyra pisses us off and she gets the win, so I guess she's going to be taking on Becky at SummerSlam. Ugh. The revolving door cannot close. And I don't understand WWE's infatuation with Lyra. Why are they making her win so much? She beat Io not once, but twice. Once on Speed, once on the main roster. That pissed me off. That was in the Intercontinental title tournament. Now she beat Bailey. I think this is her second time beating Bailey. If she wins back the belt at SummerSlam, you know people are gonna riot. Like, why? Get her out of here. Let her do something else. I just don't understand WWE's hard-on for Lyra. I just don't. Alright, so Lyra gets the win, and then afterwards, the man! Becky Lynch comes out for an epic stare-down. Obviously leading into SummerSlam. Let me move on. Alright, there we go. Look at La Primera! Stephanie Vergara winning the Evolution Battle Royal. She gets her title shot at the Raw Champion, whoever that might be, coming out of SummerSlam. That match will be a Clash in Paris. Alright, so we hear from Steph. Hi, Steph. She's all excited about her win, ready to fight for the belt at Clash in Paris. But then, Chelsea Green! And the secret Hurt Fist, that's Dewdrop, Piper Niven, and the Sergeant at Arms, Alba Fire. They all come in and say that Chelsea should get the shot instead. And Chelsea mocks Stephanie's nicknames, like, I'm not Pabetta. And says, I'm off to see the wizard. No. She's off to face a Hall of Famer. Meaning Nikki Smelly Bella. Nikki Bella Slut. That's what it is. We get that. But before we get to that match, we get to one of my favorites, Killer Cross! With the lovely, She looked good wet in a bikini. And that's Scarlet Bordeaux. They're in the rafters. Cross says, your favorite bad guys are here to save the day. Yay! And then he says, Sammy's not here right now, because Sammy got beat up last week again. Because I helped take him out. So, Cross thinks Sammy is hiding at home in Montreal, where he needs to stay until he's ready to say that Cross told the truth. And everybody's saying Sammy's going to turn heel pretty soon, so I don't know how that's going to go, but this Killer Cross Sami Zayn saga continues. And Killer Cross's push continues, I guess. Hopefully not out the door. I mean, he is the #1 merch guy right now. So see what happens with that. Alright, then we get to Chelsea Green! Taking on Nikki Smelly Bella, or one half of the Bella Sluts. With Piper Niven and Alba Fire at ringside. Really didn't do anything. Chelsea is goes to the Unprettier, gets counted into a Bella Buster, but then Piper Niven offers a distraction. And then, like, near the end of the match, like, it felt like Nikki couldn't get, Chelsea up for the rack attack. And then Nikki switched into the rack attack 2.0, like it was any better. She hits that finally. In about 6.5 minutes, she gets the win, and nobody gave a flying fuck. So we get that, and then after the match, the, Dewdrop and Alba Fire, they come in and beat the living shit out of Nikki Bella, which I was liking, actually. And then La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer runs in for the save. So you know what that means. At SummerSlam, we're probably going to have Nikki and Stephanie Vaquer teaming up against Chelsea Green and one member of the Secret Service. Probably be Piper Niven, but we'll see. And that's that. Alright, then we go to the back. We have I Did It, Grayson Waller as a butler. And we have the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Looking like they're going to a funeral. We're in the third stage of grieving for the death of their Raw Tag Team titles, since they lost to Finn Balor and JD McDumpfuck. They're in the third stage of their grieving process, and that's barbecue. Jarrow's barbecue sauce? Hot dog barbecue sauce! Okay. They offer Adam Pearce a pair of well-done toupees. Okay, because he's bald. Pierce says, well, we're going to find new #1 contenders next week, so don't flip your wigs. Bad pun. And then he goes over to the Judgment Day and says Dom Dom is going to be re-evaluated next week, and if cleared, he will be defending the Intercontinental title against AJ Styles at SummerSlam. So that means AJ might win the title at SummerSlam. We'll see. So they all leave, and then we see AJ sneaking in the back, lurking in the back, praying that Dom Dom is cleared. And then Dom Dom says, God, please don't let me be cleared. And then we hear AJ go, don't listen to him, God. That's not nice, AJ. You do know who his father is. You heard that, Eddie? That idiot AJ better watch his mouth. I already told the Lord, and the Lord is not happy with AJ, better. I'm not happy either, Eddie. Telling the Lord to tell him, don't listen to him. Ray, when someone asks you if you're God, you say yes! I couldn't help it. Ray, get her. Okay. Moving on. Alright, then we see Alexander Rusev. Rusev smash not a pussy. Yeah. Alright. He says he's better than Sheamus, who comes up from behind after their banger of a match last week, and he tells Rusev, I am not going to jump you, but we're going to have another banger rematch, probably next week, because you cheated the last time. Obviously. So that should be another banger after banger after banger after banger. Alright, we got that. Moving on. Alright, there we go, SummerSlam. SummerSlam rundown. Why do we have a rundown? We only have 3 matches. Go figure that one out. Alright, then we're going to look back at the setup for Randy Orton's relentless voice and his quads. Randy, your quads are thick, Randy. The whole Jelly Roll, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre thing from Saturday Night's Main Event. We also saw what happened on Jimmy Kimmel Live. They should have kicked Jimmy Kimmel's ass and put him through that freaking desk. Because he doesn't like Trump. And just like Stephen Colbert, his show got canceled because of political reasons. And because his show sucks anyway. So, I'm hoping someday, sometime soon, Jimmy Kimmel's show goes off the air. We get real late night TV, like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Fallon. I would say bring Conan O'Brien back, but he retired. Retired, Conan. Conan's thinking about the future. The future, Conan? Yes. All the way to the year 3000! Yeah, in the year 3000, Conan O'Brien Jr. will be the king of late night. In the year 3000! In the year 3000, steroids will be banned from the New York Yankees locker locker room. In the year 3000! In the year 3000, trolls on YouTube will not exist. Well, that already happened, so. But no, keep going. Going well. Alright, so Rusev, Sheamus, probably this Monday Night on Raw, probably tomorrow night. We'll see. Alright, so we get that, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre thing with Randy and Jelly Roll. Probably gonna be a match at SummerSlam, probably night 1 or night 2, no, we don't care. Alright, Walter comes out, brags about retiring Goldberg. He beat Goldberg up so bad, he left. Now, he wants to know who his next opponent is, and wants that answer, like, now. Like, now. Everything's happening between me and you now. It's happening right now. Well, what happened then? You missed it. Pretty much. So we're gonna get a gauntlet match, and Walter is gonna be watching from the skybox. Alright, then Braun Breaker comes out with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman shakes Walter's hand and loads up his catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. But then Walter says, I already know your name. Okay, when it went to Cheers, everybody knows everybody's name at Cheers. Norm! God bless George Wendt. God bless the man. It's like, I know who you are, I don't want to hear it. And then Walter and Braun have a little bit of an epic stare down. And then Heyman explains the gauntlet match, and a breaker isn't someone as easy as Goldberg. But he says you're looking at the winner here because he's a Steiner. Steiner from Final Fantasy IX? No. Not that, not Adalbert Steiner. But he's a distant cousin to Big Papa Pump. He is, religiously. It's funny. Anyway, Braun's going to win the belt. And, well, Walter eventually starts walking away. He's like, oh, sure, okay, I'm going to go to my skybox now. And no Seth Rollins reference. So, yeah, great confidence in Seth Rollins' future there, Paul. Alright, so we have 5 entrants in this gauntlet match. So we had Braun Breaker at number 1, Pentagon Zero Miedo at number 2. Braun spears him to hell again in under 10 minutes. And then entrant number 3, we have Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life. Yeah. And Walter seems interested in his suite. Interesting. So he starts beating up Braun for a while. They go back and forth. They take turns beating each other up on the announce table. Then hit Michael Cole. Damn. And then Eli gets hit with a gutbuster, sets up the super spear, and Braun eliminates him about 10 minutes later. And then entrant number 4 is the Yeet Man, Jey Uso. Knocks Eli out to the floor for a flippy-dippity-doo. And then, get back my notes. Sorry about that. Alright, so, they beat each other up, and, we got a Superfly Splash all loaded up, and then Big Bronson Reed breaks it up, and Cole's like, there are no disqualifications. Since when? And then another Super Spear on Jay to eliminate him in just under 29 minutes of the match officially. And then entrant number 5 is CM Punk. Comes in, they go at it for about another 10-15 minutes. We got a Super Frankensteiner connected on Punk. Punk would lock in the Anaconda Vice, but then Bronson Reed comes in for the save. Jey Uso comes back in, cuts Bronson off. A Super Spear is counted into the GTS by Punk. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's who. CM Punk gets the title shot on night 1 in the main event against Walter, who, Walter gets up, he's like, we get that. Alright, so, good match there. And then after the match, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker, they jump Jey Uso and CM Punk. Breaker hits a spear to Jey Uso, kills him again. And then, And then he stacks Punk and Jey Uso basically right on top of each other or next to each other, and Bronson Reed goes up top for a double tsunami. And then we hear the music of the OTC1, our Tribal Chief, yours and mine. We love him. You can't get enough of him. My Tribal Chief is back. Put up your ones, because the man is back. We must acknowledge him. That's Roman Reigns. He comes back. Humongous pop from the crowd in Alabama. And he hits a Superman punch. Drops Bronson Reed. Then he beats up on Braun Breaker. Hits him with a Superman punch. And then he goes in the corner. Ooh! Ah. Spear to Bronson Reed. And then he helps his good buddy, Big Jey Uso up. And then Punk's like, hey, what about me? And Roman's like, fuck you. And then Punk just gets up and then just walks over to Roman, and then Roman starts yelling at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's like, no! No! And then Braun Breaker's like, I thought it was dead! I thought it was dead! Obviously, Braun, in my short, I guess you didn't see that short, did you, Braun? You cannot kill what you, sir, did not create. So, we get that. So, it looks like, since Punk is doing his world title match with Walter, I was thinking maybe if Seth didn't get hurt, we'd do a triple threat match. Not a triple threat match, six-man tag team match. But now it's looking like it's either going to be, well, what's being said now is going to be Braun Breaker and Roman in a one-on-one match, or it's going to be a tag team match player where Roman and Jay kind of reunite-ish as the 2/3 of the Bloodline, two-fifths of the Bloodline, to take on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker at SummerSlam, probably night 2. I mean, the tag match, I'd rather see I'd rather see Roman go against Braun Breaker one-on-one. I think that'd be a great match. Battle the Spears. And Roman will be on Raw tomorrow night and next Monday night. And then he's going to film Street Fighter with Cody Rhodes, 50 Cent, and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is Zangief. And we all know Roman is Akuba. And Guile is going to be played by Cody. And 50 Cent is playing Balrog. I don't know why. I don't even know who's playing M. Bison. I don't even know who's playing Gazim. Yoga Flame. I think Jason Momoa is playing Blanca. Blah! I don't know why it sounded like freaking Raditz there. Shit. Blah, Raditz! Vegeta! Raditz! You bastard! Get a gun! Ah! That was good because he beat the limit. He killed Piccolo. He killed Goku when stupid Piccolo special beam cannon. Oh, don't worry, hit him in the gut. Oh, instant transmission out here. Oh no, bye Goku. Go to Outworld. Go to Outworld and go fuck yourself. Let Vegeta kill everybody. And then somehow you get wished back to Earth. Fuck you. And then you try to kill Vegeta, which you didn't do. I like that. Goku can never kill Vegeta. How many times did Vegeta die in the whole series? I think twice. So he died against Boo, and he technically died in the Baby Vegeta saga. Technically he died. Because he got absorbed by Baby and became Baby Vegeta. And then they kind of killed Baby Vegeta, but then Vegeta actually came back. But I don't think he was dead. He's just mostly dead. But we get that. Alright, so Roman is back. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on Raw. Whether it be Roman versus Braun, or they do that tag team match. And we get that. Alright, then we go to SmackDown. Pretty much the main thing was Cody and Cena signed their contract for their unified title rematch from WrestleMania, as the sun goes in my eye. So it was good, and then Cena comes out. He's like, you know what, Cody? I'm filming a movie for Netflix coming up, and it's gonna kind of conflict with my, with SummerSlam. So he's like, I'm not gonna be at SummerSlam. This and that, basically trying to get out of the match. Cody's not buying it. Cody signs the contract. Blah blah blah. And Cena goes to leave the building in San Antonio. Cody goes after him, beats him up. Cena tries for a belt shot. That didn't work. And then Cody hits Cena with the belt. Then he puts him on the table with the contract. Dives off the top with a splash through the table. Then he takes Cena's hand and basically signs the name, forges his name. So the match is now official, and then Cody's like, hey John, I guess you forgot to read the small print. We're not gonna have a regular match, we're gonna have a street fight. So a street fight at SummerSlam for the unified title. And I dare say we might see blood in that match. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. We had, Carmelo Hayes, I believe was taking on, I think it was Ron Killings. No, Melo was taking on Poppy Priest. Poppy Priest goes for, old school, Taker's move. And Aleister Black goes on the apron and shows him off the top rope to cause a disqualification. So, Poppy wins by DQ. And then Aleister Black basically hit Black Mass, knocked Poppy for a loop. We get that. We got a segment with It's Tiffy time! Daddy! No, not now. So, Tiffy and Jade kept doing promos. So, we're going to see what happens with that. We had a match to see who's going to be the number one contender to the Wyatts. And I think Andrade and Rey Fenix got the win. So they're going to be taking on the Wyatt 6. That's Dexter and Joe Gacy coming up at SummerSlam, I believe. So we have that. What else do we see? More stuff from Raw. And that's pretty much it. That's really some of the thoughts from SmackDown. I'm not going to go into everything of SmackDown. Just those a couple of main points on the show. So, as far as my ratings, Raw was alright. I gave it, Raw was actually good because of Roman. 7.5 out of 10 stars. And yes, that's being biased because of Roman. And SmackDown wasn't great, but still, I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. So that's it for Raw and SmackDown. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section what you guys thought of Raw and SmackDown. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we are getting ready for Slammiversary coming up at the top of the hour. So, I am out of here, guys. You'll see those videos be up on my channels in a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I gotta run out and head over to my friend's house to watch Slammiversary. I might be back later tonight over on my Peter Joseph page with your Slammiversary review. And then we'll talk about Collision definitely tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. But enjoy Slammiversary tonight. Let's see if any of the titles change. If JC brings home the TNA title back to brings it to NXT on Tuesday night. See if Mike Santana finally wins the big one and wins the world title, and if AJ Styles has a sail down on him. So we'll have to see what happens with all that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, and there will be a next time, I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your Cool Coot in if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad, you pieces of shit. Because if you're not down with us, the prophecy, the greatest thing since sliced bread, then we all got 2 words. Well, not got 2 words. We got 3 words for you. The greatest 3 words in the history of YouTube and in life itself. And that is, fuck you, man. That's it. Can't handle it? Get off the internet. And that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.